Hey there, it's Care Monique and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, I focus on all things business and fashion, especially the basics of business, giving you those foundational tools and pieces that you need to be super successful. Please remember to like, subscribe, and to share this video. If you love something in this video or if you have questions, feel free to leave me some comments. I'll be sure to reply to them. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to get rid of old inventory fast. The reason I wanted to launch this video is because we're at the very end of the year. Many of you all are not going to want to go into the next year with all of this inventory, or if you do have to go into next year with this inventory, you're trying to figure out what the heck do I do with it? Like, how do I get rid of it? So that is what we're going to talk about today. So let's jump right on into it. So the first thing that I recommend that you do to get rid of old inventory fast is to create content around it. Now, I know that it seems like, why would I take time to make a lot of content around something that I no longer want to do? But if people don't know that it exists, they won't buy it. So one of the things that I see a lot of folks do is they feel like because they have a website, people automatically know what's on their website, what things are they're shopping for. People aren't necessarily surfing websites anymore. Websites are very dated in a way. If your website doesn't function like an app, essentially, because most people are doing it on their phones, they're not seeing all of the items and the potential that your store even has. So I recommend creating some direct content around it. So that includes videos showing those products off. If you're running a sale, talking about that, going live, putting it in your stories, your reels, TikTok, all of these places. You want to create some content around just that old inventory. I also recommend that you do it alone. Yes, you can have content with your new inventory and your old inventory, but if you really want people to like hone in on that old inventory, focus on getting that out, you need to create some very specific content and consistently create content around getting rid of that inventory. So that is my very first tip. The second recommendation I have is to pair it with another item. You can pair it with another old item. You can pair it with a new item if you choose to. I always recommend pairing old items together first, though, because that way you're able to get rid of twice or double as much as what you would have gotten rid of with pairing with the new and an old. But I always recommend pairing your items with something else. That helps move inventory faster, especially if it's a clothing or apparel type item. Show people how to wear it. Show people how it fits with another item or something they already have at home. So for example, I sell shoes. One of the biggest things that I do is I can put on like just a black outfit or something and show people how a pair of jazzy shoes can snazz up those black jeans and that black leather jacket, or those black jeans and that black sweater or whatever, because you want people to focus on your items. You don't want to style it so grand that you include all these items that you don't sell and people want the look and you only have one item that's in the look. So you want to style it where that piece, whatever that focal piece is, it is your piece. If you do not sell apparel items, for example, maybe you sell candles or maybe you sell some type of electronic, then you want to show how they can use that product in their everyday life. How does it fit into the normalcy of what they have going on? How does this product add and enhance what they already are doing? It should not be a burden. It should not be something they have to fit into their schedule. You want to make sure that you're showing the benefit of having that product. My third recommendation for getting rid of old inventory fast is mystery boxes. Trust me, y'all. These go over so well when you have an audience. Now, mystery boxes don't necessarily work very well for a brand new audience. If you don't have any customers, if you're coming out the gate you just didn't get any sales, mystery boxes might not necessarily be your best bet. But if you've had some traction, some folks have shopped with you, mystery boxes are great. And what a mystery box is, you set a certain amount of items. So most people do somewhere between 2 and 4 items. And you set like a standard price. So maybe your mystery boxes, let's just say, are $100. You get 4 items for $100. What you want to do with that mystery box then is you want to give people that old inventory. Still make sure it's quality. Of course, you're not giving them stuff that you spent money on and just can't sell because it's too cheap. You're putting good quality. I'm talking about good quality inventory that you just either have too much of or didn't move. Put it in a mystery box sale. Those are great. And you want to run a mystery box sale, I recommend at least for a day or two. Don't just do like an hour mystery box sale to move old inventory. Now, if you're doing just a pop-up sale for your site in general, great. You can do an hour or a flash sale. But if you want to run a mystery box, give people the opportunity, because what most people are doing is they're going to go to your site, they're going to look at what's on there and see, oh, this would be worth it, because, you know, usually $100 would only give me one thing or two things. I'll be able to get 4 things, and I'm potentially going to get these things. That's what you would do with the mystery box. Don't forget, though, mystery boxes, the way, depending on your platform, so I use Shopify, whatever you put in their mystery box, remember to go to the back end of your site and take it out of your inventory manually. Unless you have some kind of system that where you can auto update their order, don't forget to do that. That's a big piece, because when you sell a mystery box, you're selling the mystery box as a product. You're filling the mystery box later with items that you have available. So you want to make sure that you pull those off your site once you actually send that mystery box out. So that's just a tip too. Don't forget to update your inventory. The fourth way that I recommend that you get rid of old inventory fast is to do some type of end of season sale or a final restock sale. It's all about language sometimes with consumers. People gravitate to stuff that says last call. They gravitate to end of season. They gravitate to final restock. There's a sense of urgency with some of those. Now, do I think all types of things work? Yep. All kind of methodology, all kind of sales tricks, all of it works. But when you're trying to move something quickly, urgency definitely piques interest. So you can do a big sale at the end of a season and put a lot of the items that were based on that season into that collection for sale. You want to make sure that that sale is a good sale, and you want to make those sales progressive. So if you know you're running an end of season sale and you're like, you know what, I could run this sale for about a month. I can put this stuff out on clearance. You want to offer different sales throughout that month. You don't just want to do end of season sale and then everything is $25 for a month straight. You want to do gradual changes to that sale. So you might say your end of season sale starts with 40% off. Then, you know, depending on what kind of inventory you have left, you might say, you know what, I really want to get rid of this stuff. I'll do 50% off. Or you could say, you know what, this is really going well. I'll do buy one, get one, or something like that. But you want to keep those items moving in rotation, in the sale rotation. Because if the first sale that you put out doesn't pique interest or doesn't work, change the sale. You don't have to change the items. Sometimes people just don't want to pay that amount, or it wasn't as attractive as you assumed or thought it was. But I definitely recommend end of seasons, final restock, those kind of things, sales. Those move inventory pretty good. The fifth and final way that I recommend that you move inventory fast is going to be your traditional sales, where you go hard with a certain item or a certain collection and you promote it for the best deal of the year. So you might call it our best deal of the year. You could literally call it that. You could call it, what is it called in the industry? A lot of people do our semi-annual sales. Semi-annual sales are really them pushing a lot of old inventory, and sometimes your bigger chains will introduce new items just to keep stuff fresh, but that's usually what semi-annual sales is. It's a big bulk of stuff that this company ordered, and they call it the biggest sale of the season or the biggest sale of the year. So I would do something in that very traditional way that gets people excited that you do every year or very consistently. So for me, my shoe store in particular, our anniversary is in September. I do pretty great sales in September. I know every year September is my highest selling month because I always restock inventory because that's the beginning of our fiscal year in a sense. And then also I offer the greatest deals during that time because that's just like a celebratory time for us. Every year we're a year older and things like that. So you might do that around an anniversary, or maybe you just decide you want to have a semi-annual sale every spring or whatever that is. You need to create some type of dedicated traditional sale that you can put old inventory in, because it's no secret. No matter how great and grand your business is, you're always at some point going to have some kind of overflow if you've ordered correctly. You always have an abundance of something, or, you know, unless you did pre-orders, usually you're going to order enough where you're going to be able to satisfy all your customers, and then you probably will have some left over. So that is one of the reasons that these traditional kind of annual sales and stuff like that happen. So this was just a quick 5-tip video. There's so many other tips out there. I might even drop a couple more in the bio, but if you have any questions or anything, please feel free to let me know. Comment on this video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram at Care Monique, and I will see you all in the next video.